What's up? What's up? What's up? It's Sunday morning. Father Moo back again. Back again and again. Okay, we got another dub patch to program in today. I was humming this one in my head, and I made a little recording of myself. So I think I know what I want to do with this sound, with this program. And again, I'm back to my default template with some updates made to the control mixer and the fader here. But this is the most modern iteration of it. So one thing I was thinking in my head while humming this along to myself was thinking of using percussion 6 as the kick drum sound here. So I think I want it on this hit, 13, and this hit, 13. Except I just programmed a bass note instead of a kick drum note. So let's switch it to the kick drum. Should hear it in a second. There it is. A bit of a long decay, but we'll fix that in a second. And this one is supposed to go... Oh, why is it minus? There we go. Plus 3. Plus 5. Plus 3. Plus 2. And then root, and minus 12. And maybe minus 24 for good measure. So that should be like this. Yep. Okay, that was close to what I was going for. Let me just I'll get it fixed up here. Just got to remember to put an extra note here. So this is step 13. I'm not going to have a button down on this, but because of the decay of this one, I want the note to match. So something similar here. Clocked random step generator. That's not it. That was not it. Clicked the wrong one. Sorry. Take a shot. Clocked random step generator. I'll take the same clock off of the sequencer and feed it into the filter here. That's what we need. Go. Sounded good. I'm going to try Sawtooth Wave. It's good. One of those is off. Should be 5 and 6, I think. Let's try it. Good. So it is 5 and 6. Variation here. Cool. Wonder if I can get away with dropping another octave down. Might be too low. Keep listening. That's pretty cool. Maybe I should bring this one back up an octave if I'm going to do that. Yeah, because some of those notes are really cratering at minus 24. Good. This is really minimalist at this point. I can say, you know what, I'm just going to make a save point here. Save as, do not overwrite the old one. And I remember these have numbers in the file names, but they don't fit into the thing. So we've done Gen 3 here. Let's do 71 Gen 4, even if it doesn't show up. Okay, let me go on to my next idea. So, with my limited remaining power, I wanted to try and make a dubby chord with maybe 2, but more likely, well, actually I'm going to say maybe 3, but more likely 2 oscillators. Let's see what we can get. The 3 oscillators will be tuned to a chord. Sorry, I'm just browsing in my slave oscillator zone here. See, this one is still already more expensive than him. Ah, damn it. That's D. Okay, let's try this one. Oh, and I've already gone over. Okay, so that's not going to work. Okay, well, let's cannibalize some of this structure to make it work. There we go. Killed 2 drum oscillators. I bet I can do it now. So I've got these 3 triangle waves. I'm going to tune this one up 3 steps, and this one down 5, which is going to give me a minor chord that's in key with the rest of the track. And I'm not going to make these all polyphonic. I'm going to feed all 3 of them to a single mixer, and then I'm going to filter them as a group. So it'll sound like the chord only has one standardized sort of filter settings. That's fine. So let's try maybe classic LP. And he can probably live with an AR envelope. He doesn't need anything to... Oh, that's actually not true. Let's try making 2 ADSR envelopes, and we're still at 90%, so we're fine. And one of these is going to be the filter envelope. So that means, okay, let's make the second one the filter envelope. I'm going to adjust the attack and the decay a bit, so that the filter does something a little bit different in the beginning of the sound compared to the standard opening and closing of the envelope. So these three guys will go into the filter in, and the filter will go into the so-called audio envelope, which we'll plug into. We'll put it in here because it'll go into the echo pedal later. And then this envelope out will go into the filter modulation amount. And the two gates will be the same. I think we can, let's make an event sequencer. I'm going to try dividing a clock in half. Clock divider. Set that to run that. And set this clock to the standard clock. And this one will trigger both the envelopes simultaneously. I think I'm going to try it here. That's the right one. Yep. It's pretty cool, actually. Set the reset here. It's not the right hit, but that's okay. We'll get it right. You can see now that the clock is twice as slow, and the reset is the same. So that means he only reaches step 8 before he cycles again. But who cares? I don't care. I don't need him to be super complex. He's just going to be that simple little pattern. I think it's 4 and 8 again. Let's try it. Now it's just a matter of tweaking the envelopes and the filter to get right where we want it to be. Secondary variation on the filter from the same LFO that runs the other filter. Cool. That sounds awesome. Again, I'm hearing an echo in my head, which you can't hear because you don't have the same kind of mental illness that I do. Just kidding. What I mean is this synth is actually or something like that because you'll be in the second output, and yeah, it may sound like a boring or squirty little synth sound now, but the goal here is to have that sound be echoed, and even a funny sounding little sound like this one will actually sound pretty cool through the delay pedal. But I guess I have to take my word for it on that one. Actually sounds rad. I was almost going to ask if I could put another drum in. Of course, I have used up most of my processing power, and there isn't really room for one. Just for fun, I'm going to save at this point. This is very much what I was going for. I just want to, before I put the drum in, I'm going to lecture a bit here. So we took the template of the 64-step bass line, which is still the key to the whole thing. You can hear it here. killed 2 drums to get some processing power back. Of course, we still needed the kick drum, which is doing a lot of work in this very minimal patch. And what did we get instead of a drum? We got a single chord, which sounds so simplistic for all the processing power and modules that went into it, but again, as part of an overall dub generating template, we're getting a lot of value for money here, at least in my evaluation. So with my last bit of processing power, I'm going to try and make clock pattern generator. And percussion osc. And we're now at 99.3%, so that's just about gonna do it. So trigger him with this, plug into the same master clock, set the patterns to basically anything, send him some control signals so he'll always change. Finally, patch him into the outputs here. Okay, it's not sounding super awesome to the max. I don't have enough power to get a digitizer in there. Maybe that's just not what this particular patch needs. Yeah, I'm inclined to leave it on this setting. So, in some ways, using this template is the most DAW-like I get on the Nord Modular. We're making such use of, melodically repeating sequences and not a whole lot of random generation, with the exception of a few LFOs. But this is a tool I chose to make these dub machines with, and I'm still pretty happy with it, to be totally honest with you. So thanks again for joining in. There will be yet another Moo stream coming up on yet another Sunday somewhere. It's always Sunday somewhere. So thanks again for tuning in. You have no idea how much I appreciate seeing new subscribers and seeing comments and any other feedback that you might have. So, the last thing I want to say is I'm going to throw up some of the unfinished recordings that I made in the album creation stream. So if you want to download those yourself and add your own overdubs and mess around with them, they'll be there for you to use. They'll just be mono wave files. I'll do a little bit of mastering on them to make them more usable, like normalization and whatever, but mostly what you heard in the album creation and you saw me recording in Audacity, it's going to be pretty similar to what's there already. So if you're interested in making your own version of the album, that's a place you can go ahead and collaborate, interact with the stream. We'd love to hear what you come up with. So anyway, have a good Sunday. Get home safe. Don't forget to tip your... What's that guy who comes around and collects the money in the church? Don't forget to tip that guy. The God money guy. He needs it.